How many of y'all are having a nostalgia trip just by watching this? Let me know in the comments down below.
Stand by for Dragon Ball Z. Coming next.
Alright, what is going on, Cryptids? It is me, Mississippi Gonzo Grunge, aka Rip Redcorn. And welcome back to Dragon Ball Z Budokai, the original. And we're back with more Namek nonsense.
I'm here.
Piccolo fusing with Nail showing up, and that was great. Piccolo also gave Frieza a run for it. Even like he was wearing like the full-blown weights and everything, and still kept it going.
That's it. Now I'll truly become a Super Saiyan.
Little how futile that was. And then they hated it.
My plan really worked. I feel it. I am the Prince of all Saiyans.
Yeah.
Frieza or Vegeta?
Very ominous when you think about it. Very, very ominous. But Vegeta, during that whole fight, just kept going as hard as he could. I mean, he just kept it going. He just absolutely just kept going. And even though it was basically a fool's errand, he kept it going. He just kept beating down.
Stay out of my way. This is between him and me.
I mean, even Piccolo tried to go toe-to-toe with Frieza in that form, and even Piccolo was like, well. And this is actually Frieza's true form.
Smiling while you can, Frieza. This time.
You know, it's actually kind of funny because
I am a Super Saiyan.
they talk about that was actually the strongest form of Frieza, but it also kind of makes you wonder, Frieza could also change in and out of those forms easily. Alright, I got something to work with. Can Vegeta become a Super Saiyan? No. Yeah, this one was also kind of hard too. Oh, I also figured out, I also have it on the normal difficulty. Now what was that? Come on, get up. Get up.
Got it gun. Got it gun. Got it gun.
Okay then. Oh, sorry I didn't talk that much throughout this. Now watch this.
You can't run from me.
This is where Vegeta finally figured out this was a fool's errand.
No.
Are you sure that you're a Super Saiyan, Vegeta? I don't
Nope.
know. It seems rather unlikely.
What happened?
That's when he really got the realization that he was not what he thought he was. Just so you know.
No, this can't be my limit. But
And he wanted...
I'm a Super Saiyan! Die, Frieza!
Unable to face
That's where it is.
The once proud Saiyan Prince loses his will to fight.
Well, Super Saiyan, it's time to say goodnight.
And there it is.
Great. What could it be this time? Oh well. He'll be well disposed of soon enough. what?
Frieza, your reign of terror has ended. Now you must face a real Super Saiyan.
And Vegeta goes out like a light.
Now, Vegeta, I told you that I don't like your lies.
Vegeta! Frieza, you monster! You didn't have to do that. I don't believe you. He was already down.
No, Kakarot.
And this is where it
You
keeps
must
going.
feed off your emotions. It's the only way to become a Super Saiyan.
This whole Frieza fight was by far one of the longest in Dragon Ball Z history, only because A, they caught up with Toriyama and he had to keep writing the stories. So most of that fight was filler. And that fight seemed like it went on forever. It's like almost 3 hours, but you enjoyed every second of it. It's like we kept watching it to see how the fight would end. And then finally, when they picked it up again, there it keeps going. Dragon Ball Z had a whole lot of filler. And, you know, Dragon Ball had more filler than Z. I'll just put it like that. When it comes down to filler, but yeah, you want to talk about filler in the whole Dragon Ball series? That would be Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was nothing but filler. Outside of, like, what stories were there.
Yes, but how?
But Frieza had his own wish to grant on this particular
Yeah.
birthday.
Got you!
Now that they never showed in the actual Tanami series of Krillin getting gored.
Next!
I'll just put it to you like that. They never showed that part because of how graphic it was. But if you actually bought it on VHS or DVD back in the day, you got it. They showed that whole episode uncut. There was no way to put it.
Oh! It's amazing. I'm much stronger. I had no idea my power would increase this much.
Because you got beaten to near death.
Don't worry. I'm coming, guys.
But that was also something how this series set up. How this whole series set up, like how... You know, just how bad, you know, just how, you know, intense the fights would get.
So come back for more,
Thank you.
have you? Some people just never learn, do they?
Nope.
This ends here, Frieza. In the name of all the Saiyans you killed, and for all the people of Namek, your time has finally come. I'm going to finish you!
Still gold. So we're now about to... Ooh, we got times 10. Well, it went up to times 20, you know. And even times 20 couldn't defeat it, so they had to do the Spirit Bomb. There it is. What skills do I have? There it is. I finally managed to hit off that nice... Something else that's not an energy blast. There it is. How quick this fight goes. Then again, this is on normal difficulty. I just now figured that out. This was also part of it.
Stop Frieza. He'll ravage the entire universe.
You're right.
One shot left. The Spirit Bomb. I have to borrow the spirit of the planet Namek. And all its creatures.
And that Spirit Bomb was pretty big. It was such a shame they didn't do much more with the Spirit Bomb.
They are a bothersome little pest, and I've had enough.
Frieza didn't know that the Spirit Bomb was behind him until he saw the reflection in the water.
What? No!
So Goku firing off the Spirit Bomb was actually pretty impressive, especially one that big. But the only time it actually worked was when they fought Kid Buu. So there was that. Super Trunks. Okay, thank you. Oh, I finally got that. I never got that. I finally get it now that I go back and play this crap. This is also a good one, just like that whole thing. Basically, they tore up Namek.
You did it, Dad!
But this whole scene was iconic.
Goku?
Goku turning Super Saiyan was by far gold.
You're dead. But I want to start with a little ball first.
And this is what really sent Goku over the edge.
No! Not him, Frieza! Goku!
Dust.
The legendary Super Saiyan.
It's like when Goku turned Super Saiyan, I guarantee, look, we were all talking about this the very next day. Because it was like, oh my god, it was so new. And then we had to tune in tomorrow to see what would happen.
I can't allow you to do this anymore!
You know, like, I can't play the music because it's copyrighted. But, you get the point. The iconic scene itself. And they even got it down in the game. Thank you.
Gohan, get Piccolo and take him somewhere safe. Go on, son. I'll take care of this monster once and for all. Now get going!
Just that whole scene was just gold.
I understand, Dad. You've turned into a Super Saiyan.
The whole build up to a Super Saiyan, and here it is.
Again. Even my best friend, Krillin.
And this is where the fight begins. That final fight with Goku going Super Saiyan on Frieza was actually the absolute best. Just that. It was absolute, you know, gold.
Kamehameha! Kamehameha!
Oh, I got... Yeah, that was the one thing I remember about this game. If you got knocked down, you would lose your transformation. Ooh. Yeah, that was the one thing I remember. Don't get knocked down because you would lose your transformations.
What? Who are you?
So, you really don't recognize me? I am the hope of the universe, the sworn protector of the planet Earth. I am the answer to all beings everywhere.
How many of y'all are having a nostalgia trip just by watching this? Let me know in the comments down below.
I'm called Goku, and I
am a Super Saiyan. We were all tuning in on Toonami just to watch this.
I will not stand for this humiliation! But if that's how you want to play, prepare to meet your doom, Saiyan!
Quiet but fierce battle.
Yeah, the fight on Namek really did go that far, but it was amazing. It was an art.
85%! 90! I'll show you all who will reign supreme! Now witness my true power!
Even at his limit, Frieza could not beat Goku.
You into a million pieces, just like your puny friend.
But in Super, they brought Frieza back. Frieza was just one of the most iconic villains out there in, you know, in the whole Dragon Ball series. You know, I remember, you know, according to my mom, I would have dreams and she would hear me talk in my sleep, and she would tell me, "Who were you fighting in your dream last night?" I don't know. Who was I fighting? She said, "You were fighting Frieza." Ooh. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. I made a big mistake yet again. I made it oopsies. A really big oopsie.
Spare me, please, please.
After all those innocent lives you took, you want me to spare you? Why should I give you the mercy you've never shown anyone?
And Goku still showed him mercy anyway.
I gave you some of my energy, so now you're on your own.
Frieza should have just let it go, but he couldn't. Pride always comes before the fall. And this is the prime example of the fall of the pride. And the fall is this. There's the pride, and there's the fall. Goku had more energy stored back. But that was like after Frieza got cut in two.
This has got to work. Start! Come on, start!
I can't believe it. Frieza's spaceship. It's his final hope for escape.
You know, here's something else I will tell you. Originally, Toriyama was going to try to, you know, get rid of Goku and have the story be about Gohan. But, you know, the fans did not like it, so they kept bringing him back.
I don't understand. Did he make it out of there? Will he be okay?
He made it out.
Why don't you use your brain a little?
Wow. The Namekian dragon is really that big?
Yeah. Of course what is. Something is,
Speak your wish.
Bulma also fell in love with Vegeta, so, yeah. We all kind of figured that was coming, just by how she was treating him, like, whenever they brought him to Earth. And then when he comes back, and then he's, like, trying to get stronger than everybody else.
Hi, Goku again. Well, we managed to escape from Namek somehow.
And then, you know, at that, he was trying to get stronger than Goku and Trunks. And then it was kind of like you figured that they, you know, did the deed.
You have to stop them.
And the thing is, Vegeta did not put up with Bulma's nonsense.
I am perfect.
But Bulma also kind of,
DRAGONBALL Z. A new
she kind of, you know, gave Vegeta a run for it in terms of his ego. Like, she would not put up with his ego. She told him what to do, and he liked it. But if you remember that part, they did, you know, Vegeta did tell Goku, oh yeah, we're hardwired like that's like strong-willed women. This is the part of the game where we start playing the bad guy missions.
And I will rule the universe!
Sure you will.
So, Vegeta's betrayed me.
You know, to put it like this was the one thing about it.
Gotten in my way.
You know, one thing about it,
Well then, I'll send the Ginyu Force to do some housekeeping.
when you played this and then you went back and like play through the other stuff because you want to unlock everything, you know, this is something else. Back then, you had to play through the story mode several times to get all the unlockables. And then you could go back and play the story with all the unlocks. This is something else that I've noticed. Now, you play through the game, you get very little, and then they say, "Oh yeah, here's some story mode stuff. Here's some story mode stuff. Here's some DLC stuff. I mean, I don't know where my mind went at this point.
Quite impressive.
So at that point, it's like, oh yeah, here's this story mode. Here's this DLC content we want you to pay for, plus an update. And it's like, you mean to tell me I gotta pay for DLC just to get stuff you could have put in the game? But back then, you know, you could play these games and you would just come back for more and more and more. You couldn't help it.
One by one. Starting with you, little one.
If I remember, yeah, I remember correctly, Frieza had 2 missions. Yeah, Frieza had 2 stuff you could play as, and then Cell. There was only 1, and you didn't play as Cell. You played as somebody else. Ooh. Death Beam on Frieza was that overpowered. There it is. Oh, I should have dashed around that. Here we go again. Disrespectful on Frieza, but you know, you wanted to play disrespectful with Frieza. What did I get? Thank you. Getting you strike. And that sounded like a truck with a Jake brake going down the road. Very impressive one. Sounded like a Peterbilt.
What?
And now you have to fight Piccolo. And then you fight Vegeta, so I believe. That's one part I remember. Yeah, I don't think all of Frieza's transformations were in this one. I think you just jumped to the final form. Oh, and Frieza's health actually regenerates. There it is. That's what I wanted to hit. That's the one thing about it. When you played as the villains, now it was like so overpowered.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's what you get. That was so bad he did the taunt. Of course, you know, if you ever play some of the online fighting games, someone does a taunt and then you just knock the mess out of them and that's the end of the game.
Vegeta, let's see what you're made of.
Yeah.
Starting to bore me. Is that all you've got?
I don't know. Do you think you're ready for my ultimate power?
Yeah. I want to keep going. Does this end or does... Nope. Now you play as Final Form Frieza. Oh, I need a shot of that.
Vegeta, can you feel your bones crushing under the weight of my power?
I think you dangerously underestimate your opponent. Obviously. Looks like I'm going to have to give you a quick lesson.
We'll see who's left standing.
I got a big smile on my face playing this game, just so y'all know, because it just takes me back. Yeah, I remember that part being true. You could jump directly into the final form in this game, but, you know, I could be wrong.
Drop dead.
Sure it is. I'm still being disrespectful. Come on, hit him down. Vegeta fell for it yet again. Disrespectful yet again. When you played as a villain, you just had to be disrespectful. And that's the end of Vegeta.
That was fun.
You know, come to think of it, these were kind of like the what-if scenarios before the what-if scenarios were ever there. The final mission.
The true
Yep.
ruler.
Now we're on the final Frieza mission. Which, you know, like I said, it's kind of a what-if scenario at this point.
Well,
But I got the screenshots that I
work
needed.
here is done.
Frieza! I cannot and will not let you get away with this any longer!
There it is. The classic Super Saiyan transformation.
It can't be. He's a Super Saiyan.
Yeah?
Welcome to the last fight you'll
I think we just went full power. Did I go full power? Yes, I did. This was going to be... I remember this one was actually a fun mission to do. Come here. Here we go again. That's the end of that fight. How easy that was. But I think this mission actually keeps going. Ooh. One tooth. One tooth and, you know, missing. And all that.
Huh? What's this? Could it be? I wish you to grant me eternal life!
Yes, as you wish.
Then it comes out that it's like a dream.
I'm born in this part of the universe. I might as well spend my time wisely and destroy the Earthlings' precious little blue planet.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of like a big what-if scenario. You know, with this type, you know, with these final missions, it's always like what if. You know, Sales is by far the funniest. But when we get back, when we get back, you know, we'll be doing the sale stuff. We'll be doing all the sale stuff, you know, just when we get back. So then, shoot the like button with a grip skidly if you enjoyed it. Please do comment down below your favorite moment from any of the Dragon Ball series, whether it be from Dragon Ball itself, Dragon Ball Z, Super, GT, or the movies. I don't really care at this point. We're not going to argue about GT in the comments. I'm making that clear. We're not arguing about GT in the comments. I don't want to hear it. Nobody else wants to hear it. Shut up. So as always, I'll be seeing y'all around, and do share these videos around because, you know, it helps me out greatly. You know, you sharing the videos, it helps me out greatly, but, you know, playing a game like this really does take me back. You know, some of y'all might be discovering this game for the first time, and you might go run out and buy like a PlayStation or a GameCube or, you know, an Xbox, whatever. I'm trying to think what all this stuff came out on. I know it, I don't remember exactly what it came out on. I know it came out on PS2. I want to say it came out on GameCube and, a bunch of other stuff. So then, as always, smash the subscribe button today and click the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload videos and, live stream and, do upload shorts and all that sort of jazz. So then, y'all have a great day and a ballin' weekend, and remember, don't do anything stupid. And I will be seeing y'all next time for the next Let's Play episode of Dragon Ball Z.